Hello, little bookworms. Welcome back to Tiny Little Bookworms. Today, we have a heartwarming story about a lion named Leo, who is different from the other lions. Instead of being fierce and proud, Leo is kind and gentle, always helping others in need. Join Leo as he shows us that true strength lies in kindness and compassion. Let's see how this kind little lion changes the savanna with his love and care for all creatures. Once upon a time, in the heart of the vast and sun-drenched savanna, there lived a lion named Leo. Leo was not like the other lions in his pride. While the others were fierce, proud, and focused on their strength and dominance, Leo was kind, gentle, and always willing to help others. From a young age, Leo had always been different. He had a soft heart and a deep love for all creatures, big and small. He loved to listen to the songs of the birds, play with the younger animals, and help those in need. But because of his gentle nature, the other lions often teased him. "Leo, you're not a true lion," they would say. "Lions are meant to be powerful and fearsome, not soft and kind." But Leo never let their words bother him. He believed that being kind was the true measure of strength. He would often look up at the stars and ask the wise moon, "Why can't I be more like the other lions? Why am I different?" The moon would smile down at him and whisper, "Leo, true strength comes from the heart, not from how loud you roar or how sharp your claws are. The world needs kindness, and your heart is the biggest strength of all." Leo didn't fully understand the moon's words, but he trusted the wise moon and continued living his life with kindness. One day, a terrible storm swept through the savanna. The winds howled, the trees bent, and the rains fell in sheets. After the storm passed, Leo went out to check on his friends in the savanna. As he walked through the tall grass, he saw something that made his heart sink: a young gazelle caught in a tangle of thorny bushes. The poor animal was struggling, trying to free itself, but the more it moved, the more the thorns pierced its skin. Leo's heart ached as he watched the gazelle in distress. He didn't hesitate for a moment. With his strong paws, he carefully pulled apart the thorny branches and gently freed the gazelle. The gazelle looked up at him with grateful eyes, its body trembling from both fear and pain. "Thank you," the gazelle whispered, her voice trembling. "I don't know what I would have done without you." Leo smiled and nudged the gazelle gently. "Don't worry," he said. "You're safe now. Always remember that kindness is stronger than any thorn." The gazelle thanked Leo again before running off into the distance, free at last. Leo watched her disappear into the savanna, his heart full of joy knowing that he had made a difference. But as he turned to leave, he heard a rustling in the bushes behind him. Leo turned around to see an old tortoise struggling to climb over a large rock. The tortoise was old and slow, and it was obvious that the rock was too high for her to climb on her own. "Hello, little tortoise," Leo said kindly. "Do you need help?" The tortoise looked up at him with tired eyes. "Oh, Leo," she said in a soft voice, "I can't seem to climb this rock. I used to be able to do it easily when I was younger, but now age has slowed me down." Leo's eyes softened with compassion. Without saying another word, he gently lifted the tortoise with his strong paws and helped her over the rock. Once she was safely on the other side, the tortoise looked up at him in awe. "Thank you, Leo," she said gratefully. "You have such a kind heart. Most lions would have ignored me or even laughed at my struggle, but not you." Leo simply smiled and said, "Kindness is not about what you can do for others, but about what you can do with others." We are all here to help each other." The tortoise smiled and slowly ambled away, her heart lighter than before. As the days went on, Leo continued to help his friends in the savanna. He helped a baby elephant who had lost his way, guided a family of birds back to their nests after a strong wind blew them off course, and even helped a lioness carry a heavy load of food to her den. With each act of kindness, Leo's heart grew even bigger, and his reputation as a gentle and caring lion spread throughout the savanna. However, not everyone appreciated Leo's kindness. One day, while Leo was walking through the savanna, he heard a group of lions laughing and talking loudly in the distance. As Leo approached, he saw that the lions were gathered around a young buffalo who looked terrified. The buffalo had been separated from his herd and had wandered too far from home. The lions, with their sharp claws and powerful jaws, had surrounded him. "Look at the little buffalo," one of the lions sneered. "He's all alone, and we're going to have some fun with him." Leo stepped forward, his heart heavy with the knowledge of what was about to happen. He could feel the tension in the air as the other lions turned to face him. They were all bigger and stronger than he was, but Leo knew what he had to do. "Stop!" Leo shouted, his voice firm and steady. The lions turned to face him, surprised. "What's wrong, Leo?" one of the lions asked, clearly annoyed. "This is what lions do. We hunt. We don't show kindness to creatures like this." Leo stood tall, his eyes filled with compassion. This buffalo is scared, and he needs our help, not our cruelty. We do not hunt for fun, we hunt for survival. Let him go and he will return to his herd. The other lions scoffed at Leo's words. "What's wrong with you, Leo? Are you afraid to hunt? Are you afraid to be a true lion?" they taunted. But Leo's heart remained calm, and he stepped closer to the buffalo. "I am a lion, just like all of you," he said. "But I believe in using my strength to protect, not to harm. The true measure of strength lies not in how many animals you can defeat, but in how many lives you can save." The young buffalo, hearing Leo's words, found courage in his heart. With Leo's protection, he stood tall and slowly walked away from the lions, heading back toward his herd. The lions watched in stunned silence as the buffalo left. Leo turned to face them and spoke one final time. "You may think that strength comes from power and fear, but true strength comes from love and kindness, and that is something that no one can ever take away from you." The other lions were silent, reflecting on Leo's words. Over time, Leo's acts of kindness began to change the way the other lions thought about strength. Slowly, they started to follow Leo's example, helping others instead of hurting them, using their strength to protect rather than to destroy. And from that day on, Leo, the kind little lion, became a true leader of the pride. His heart was full of love, and his kindness was stronger than any roar. Moral of the story: true strength lies in kindness and compassion. It is not the size of your claws or the loudness of your roar that makes you strong, but the love and care you show to others. Being kind and protecting those in need is the greatest strength of all. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this heartwarming tale, don't forget to like and subscribe to Tiny Little Bookworms for more stories that inspire love and kindness. See you next time.